Hi there, welcome again at Paris Blockchain Week. This week we'll be talking with the key opinion leaders and the most impressive founders in this space. Today I have here with me, what's your name?
Martins.
Martins, Tristan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Tristan.
So you're from Gravity, right?
Yes.
Can you explain to the people what Gravity is doing?
Yeah, so Gravity team is a liquidity provider in crypto space. So we provide 24/7 liquidity to exchanges and tokenized projects. What that really means is that if you imagine markets like as conventional markets, as if you would go to a shop or a store or your favorite weekend market, we're just one of the guys who open up a shop over there and provide our liquidity, provide our buy and sell orders, so that the market participants can actually find someone who trades with them and is always on the other side of the trade. So that's our responsibility in the space.
Okay, interesting. So why was it important for you guys to be at Paris Blockchain Week?
Well, we have our roots in Europe. I'm from Latvia, so definitely Paris Blockchain Week is one of the core events of the year in Europe for crypto. Yeah. So absolutely we have to come here for that.
Yeah, you got to represent, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So then how does Gravity team actually approach liquidity differently from traditional market makers?
Yeah, so we're very focused on emerging markets. I started this company when I was some 7-8 years ago. I was actually living in Thailand, and I loved my life over there, but I was looking for a challenge, and it so happened that my mom was coming over for a holiday, and I wanted to get her some Thai baht, but then I also realized that Bitcoin at that time was 20% more expensive in Thailand than anywhere else in the world. So it was the so-called Tom Yum premium. So I could buy some Bitcoin in Europe and send it to Thailand and sell it, and then go to ATM and actually get 20% more money. And
making profit from arbitrary.
Yeah, which brings to our differentiating factor is that we are very focused on emerging markets. So we know how to provide liquidity in places that are trickier to reach for other players, and that's what we have been focusing ever since the start and still focusing on today.
Okay, so because I was already wondering, like, what role do you guys then play in the health and growth of emerging tokens and ecosystems? Because you're talking about emerging markets, right? Can you give me an example?
Yeah, so for example, we're the largest liquidity provider in Thailand.
You're based in Thailand?
Yeah.
Oh, you're still... Awesome.
Still.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
Continue.
That's one of the markets. We're largest in multiple countries, but Thailand, for example, we're the largest liquidity provider, and we basically sustain the whole ecosystem in the country, making sure that people in Thailand can buy and sell crypto at favorable prices for them. And yeah, they're just making sure that people don't have to overpay too much. And similarly, we also help for tokenized projects who want to enter emerging markets, whether it's Southeast Asia or LATAM or Africa, Middle East. We help them with their expansion in those markets.
Nice. I think it's really needed in those areas, right? So for the coming 6 months, what do you think is your biggest challenge?
Well, there's a lot of volatility right now with the trade barriers that are enforced. So I think probably everyone in crypto space will have to keep an eye on that. I think that definitely can. I think the world order is changing. We don't know exactly how it will change. That is up to negotiations. Yeah. But the world trade, as everyone was used to for the last some 40, 50 years, is changing right now. And that might mean that countries might be less friendly to each other. They might not follow the conventional rules, and they might be more closed down. Yeah. There could be things like capital controls coming into countries where it was not present before. And I think that definitely poses challenge for traditional markets. And at the same time, it could be such that crypto might offer some solutions in terms of how do you still transact in a relatively free way with those countries? How do you send money abroad quick and fast, efficient? those will be those are some of the key issues in the coming years.
Okay. And while scaling up, while growing, how do you abstract the complexity of the entire system that you're building, of Gravity, so that people, the average Joe, can understand what you guys are doing?
Sorry?
I'll rephrase it.
Yeah.
How do you abstract complexity while scaling up and make it more understandable for the average Joe?
How do I abstract the complexity?
Yeah, make it more or less complex, make it more understandable. There's something in marketing, communication, interface.
Yeah, so
education.
We are, as a company today, we're very much B2B focused, so we only abstract to the level of B2B. But I think, clear communication is always the key, right? Just being straightforward, being clear, not using some shortened sentences, abbreviations where it's hard to understand. I think
because do you encounter in your business relationship? Do you also encounter people that are less tech savvy, or is it like they immediately grasp what Gravity is doing and gravitate to Gravity? I want to do something with words.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think most of the times people understand what we're doing. At least maybe we get a feeling that they do. So we can have a more specific conversation with them. But of course, that doesn't come all the time. And I think in reality, it's always, you have to ask a lot of questions to your audience and understand what their level of knowledge is. And once you understand the level of knowledge they have, then you adopt your speech to fit their understanding.
Nice. So you're looking for alignment with your target audience, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And the last question, of actually an opportunity. If I would give you 60 seconds to describe your unique selling point to the audience, or to businesses out there, how would you pitch Gravity to the people?
So Gravity team is definitely the leading bridge that connects emerging markets in crypto with traditional finance and also traditional crypto finance. We have very strong positioning across the world, and we're standing in a position where we can provide the best liquidity in many countries across the world. And with our ability to provide the kind of liquidity not only in one country but in 30 plus countries across the world, we can not only we can actually facilitate global trade and global payment network. And I believe that in kind of long term, 5 to 10 years, we are on a path to replacing or improving the SWIFT payment system, which definitely needs some improvement after so many years.
Well, that's a bold statement.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to it. So if you have any update in the future, just feel free to reach out. Guys, you've heard it here from the man himself. If you're interested in reading more about this, go to our website, www.bitcoinmagazine.nl. There you'll find the in-depth article and the video that we just created here. So thanks for watching, and make sure you tune in again. Bye-bye.